Okay, guys, so we will be discussing the settings screen. So let's go ahead and move on over to the settings screen. So once you come into the settings screen, obviously if you haven't connected your Stripe, you want to go ahead and do that here. We've already covered that in the Get Started Wizard tutorial. So all you do is sign up for Stripe account if you don't have one already. If you do, go ahead and just click Connect Stripe. And you would be asked to put in your username and your password to go ahead and get that integration completed. Next is the company information screen. This is something that you would have put in the wizard. Make sure you have everything set up. Next would be your metrics. So different countries have different metrics. So if you are miles or kilometers, fuel, liters, or gallons, and then choosing your currency. Next is going to be your taxes. So depending on what city-state you're in, you can go ahead and just create a tax profile. So maybe if it's just sales, tax, and then whatever the percentage is in your city or state. If it's 6%, you just go ahead and type in 6, and then click on Create, and that is your tax profile. So that way during every reservation, sales tax will be automatically added if you need to delete that profile. If you don't, or if you're not collecting sales taxes, you can easily select that, and then go ahead and click on Delete. Alright, and then next you go to Branches. So that's going to be your locations. If you have multiple locations, or possibly if you have multiple pickup locations, maybe you meet customers in a hotel downtown or a hotel uptown, or in different parts of the city, you can go in here and name the different areas. So that's just an easy shortcut or placeholder for you, so you guys can have your locations. Also during reservations, you do also have the option to add custom pickup locations where customers can meet you to collect the vehicle. So that's where you would go ahead and put your branches into. And then next would be staff. If you have any employees that you would want to have access to your software, this is where you can grant them access. You can go ahead and create their profile, put their first name, last name, email, and phone number. An email link would be sent to them where they are able to create an account. And rental agreement. So with the rental agreement, all you would have to do is go ahead and copy and paste the contents of your rental agreement right here into the page, and boom. Once you've done that, we have created an amazing drag and drop interface to where all you have to do is put in drag and drop the main keyword variables into the required spots in your rental agreement. So for here, this is going to be the renter. So you just drag and drop the renter's name into that space. So that would be customer name, and boom, you drag and drop it right there, and you are making sure that the blue cursor aligns. So in here we need the make of the car, so we're just going to drag and drop the make keyword. As you guys can see that blue cursor, we want it to align where we want it to go. So boom, and you can also use your keyword and space it out as you like. Same thing with model, drop in the model there. We're going to just space that out a little bit, and whatever other variables that you want to add, you feel free to go ahead and add them. But we are just going to add the most important ones here. So estimated start date, that's the start date for the rental. We're just going to go ahead and drag and drop that to that spot there. Also going to just drag and drop the estimated end date. There you go. What is the mileage for the rental? So maximum daily mileage allowed. So drag it to that spot. And then what's the rate for extra mileage? And these are all things that were set in the vehicle in the fleet setup screen. Rental fees. How much is the base fee per day? So daily rental fee per day. We're just going to drag and drop that. And then what else is important? The security location, well, return of the car. So in this one, you can just type in manually your branch location there. Phone number to contact. You can type that in yourself manually, and then security deposit. How much is your security deposit? You can just drag and drop that. And then that's a renter's name. We're going to drag customer's name to this spot. And it wants the date. And then we're going to be putting the start date. So I'll just correct that. Customer name goes here. There you go. All right. So now I believe that we have everything done. Now we go ahead and just scroll up to the top. And hit save. Update that. And that is it. Rental agreement is completely done. And final part of the settings screen is where you would add extra services or equipments that you offer your customers. So if you offer things like a GPS navigation system, This is where you would add the price per day, child seats, or cost fees for additional drivers. If you charge extra for fuel, if you're selling them insurance coverage, how much you charge per day, Wi-Fi, hotspot, and you can feel free to add yours. Round-trip delivery. What's the cost for round-trip per day? So let's say you charge $200 round-trip delivery. You just go ahead and add that, and it gets added in there for you. You can always select and delete. You can also bulk select and also bulk delete. Select all and bulk delete all of them. So this is where you would go ahead and add any extra services that you guys offer your customers. And so that concludes this portion of the video on the settings module. I hope this was informative, and I'll see you on the next one.